get set to face off with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A little track jump. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A handoff for Washington. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go. Get in. Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jared McKinnon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep is Carlos Henderson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Adams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Here's Luck now on second down. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Okay, folks, we got four. We got four. Let's go, fellas. We got four down. Let's go.
Luck on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Go.
On second down, Adams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Play action. It's Luck. But he hits his man, Matthews. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now a first down throw, Luck. It's a short one here. Completion is tied in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a play fake here on first down. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Go.
To throw on second down is Luck. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it. But it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Give him 9 there. The first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Everyone's got four down.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Four down.
Toss play to McKinnon. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Bortles now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football. And will take over at the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd down, here's Love. Ebron's got it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And Luck opting not to run a play. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Luck, trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Now Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Here we go. Go left.
Four down, check.
Spread left.
Hey, alert three.
Go left. Omaha.
Come on, let's go.
Bortles going to go on fourth down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They'll run on first down. Adams fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hurry.
Love. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. Third down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing his Luck. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Let's go, Mexico!
On first down, Adams. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, Adams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucy.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Anderson. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Lucy.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Anderson. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left.
Lucy.
A final shot before half for Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. On first down, Luck. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
11.
Now it's Luck. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Again, Luck. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Bortles now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Bortles now on first down. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
11.
Again, it's Bortles. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Let's go. Lucy.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Bortles to throw once more. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Luck on first down. And Matthews makes the grab. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
372.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. That's caught right side by Anderson. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind.
Parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Locke. Left side caught by Matthews. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Adams. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run again with Adams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Josh Adams with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 20. Four-yard line. And now out come the Jets. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Luck now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Henry Anderson in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez on for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. New York set to take the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
372.
On second down, here's Bortles. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down is Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Bortles now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Bortles again. Open man right side is Sharp. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Here we go, here we go.
Bortles going to throw here. Sharks got it left side. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Bortles. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Here we go, here we go.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Bortles. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a hit and lock. Lost the football. It's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Let's go, let's go.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Successive penalties have him looking now at a 1st and 20. Bortles going to look to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. To throw is Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Bortles to throw. This will be caught at about the... And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Bortles. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now Luck. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards. Now it's Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Luck. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Jets, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.